Jenny Navarro, welcoming you once again to our telecourse in English. In the last episode, we talked about the critical sounds of English and the suprasegmental features of speech, and how we could teach them to our learners. In this episode, we shall take up the various oral communication strategies which we can employ to make our students express their opinions, give directions or instructions, present and refute arguments, debate on issues, and the like. In English, just like in any other language, we are able to say the same thing in many different ways. Let's see a typical example of this situation. A student, when greeting a teacher, will normally bow slightly and say,
"Good morning, ma'am."
But that the same student, when greeting a classmate, might just say,
Hi, Alma.
Oh, hello, Andrew. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
You have just seen examples of two styles of greeting. One is formal and the other is informal. In real-life situations, in and outside of the classroom, our students use formal and informal greetings as they transact meaning with each other. One thing we are not sure of is whether they can discriminate between these two styles of greetings. Let's look at the classroom scene and tell me whether these students are using formal or informal language.
Excuse me, Carrie. Can I borrow your pen for a minute? I forgot to bring mine.
Yes, of course. You may, Archie. Here it is.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
How do they sound? I suppose you will agree with me if I tell you that those two were using the formal way of negotiating meaning. What words in the dialogue tell us this? Well, Archie used words such as, excuse me, could I, thank you. Carrie, on the other hand, used the following words. Yes, of course, you may. Don't mention it. Do you think those two were even aware of the style of greeting they were using? What do you think made them use formal language? I'll give you the answer to these questions when we return. Please stand by. Welcome back. What really made Archie and Carrie use formal language? First, Archie and Carrie may not be that close to each other. Hence, they were not comfortable with each other. Second, Archie, being a young gentleman, showed good manners and propriety while talking to Carrie. Let's see another pair of students in a similar situation.
Hey, Nea, got a ball pen?
Yes, why?
Can I use it?
Of course, no problem. Here.
Thanks.
How did the students sound this time? Formal or informal? Apparently, they sounded informal. Why was this so? What expressions did they use to suggest informality? They used expressions like, got a ball pen? Can I use it? Yes, why? No problem. What does this mean in relation to teaching speaking? This is one skill we have to teach our students, to see the difference between the formal and the informal way of greeting people. What activities can we give our students to make them see the difference between formal and informal language? Let's see how a teacher conducts a class activity that will develop this particular skill.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Class, I have here 2 slips of paper which I will hand out in just a minute. But first, may I have 4 volunteers? Can I see a show of hands? Jason, Elaine, Ivy, and Lolito. Would you kindly step to the front of the class now? Okay. Now I would like you to get a slip of paper. Jason? Lolito? Read what is written on it and do as instructed. Don't worry, I'll be giving you enough time to study the situation given to you. All right? Class, are you ready? Okay, let me call on the first pair. It's Elaine and Jason. Ivy and Lolito, would you kindly step outside the classroom for a while? I will call you when it is your turn. Okay? Begin.
Excuse me, Gloria. Could I talk to you for a moment?
Yes, of course, Chino.
You see, I have a big problem.
What is it, Chino?
On my way to school this morning, I think I mislaid my wallet. I don't know where I lost it. And I just need to buy something for our science class. I wonder if you could just lend me the amount I need. I promise to pay you tomorrow.
Yes, I guess I can help you. How much do you need?
About 100 pesos. I'm sorry, Gloria, but I have no choice. I am the leader of the group, and I have to buy the 5 glass tubings for the experiment.
It's all right, Chino. I can lend you the money. Will this be enough?
Oh yes, Gloria, it's more than enough. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Chino.
How did the first pair interpret the situation? Did they sound formal or informal? We will know the answers to these when we return. Stay tuned. How did Chino and Gloria talk? Which style of language did they use? They sounded more formal than informal. What expressions did they use that suggest formality? Chino used the following expressions. Let's go back to these scenes.
Excuse me, Gloria. Could I talk to you for a moment? I wonder if you could just lend me the... Thank you very much.
Gloria, on the other hand, used the following expressions.
It's all right, Chino. I can lend you the money. You're welcome, Chino.
Were we correct in saying that they used formal language? Indeed, we were. What could have prompted Chino and Gloria to sound formal? Well, here are the following reasons. First, the nature of the situation. It was such an embarrassing situation that it had to call for some kind of formality. Second, Chino is a boy. It is more difficult for a boy to ask a favor of a girl than for a girl to ask a favor of another girl. Were